I especially liked the part where he talked about the media news. Here's JR and Comic Book Man.
What you talking about, Willis?
Media News, episode 142, Pride of the Dinks.
In my stool.
Okay, I'm all set.
Hey, my brain's in there.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Media news.
Media News, and this is Media News number. What's that number?
What's that
I
number?
told you 142.
Media News number 142.
142. Wow, who put a quarter in you?
Media News number 142.
Right after the other.
And as always, Media News number 142 is coming to you from this place.
What place?
Alternate Reality, which is
Oh,
located at
that
the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood.
You're still
Alternate
there?
Reality, where all new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. This is very prescient because this is an all comic book edition of Media News. And our first story up, our
Spell
first
prescient.
comic book media story
Yes.
is
Wolverine.
Wolverine. There's a Wolverine movie coming up.
Another one.
For those of,
Wolverine,
for, for those of you who've seen X-Men First Class,
Yes.
for those of you who've seen X-Men First Class, you know that Hugh Jackman makes a cameo
Oh,
appearance
don't
in the
spoil
movie.
it for people.
Oh, it's a great cameo, though. It goes on for like 20 minutes, right? It's a 20-minute cameo.
That's
Yeah.
a bad word.
You're going to love
Man.
it. You're going to
Man,
love
you
it.
just
You're going to love
spoiled
it.
it. For those of you, go like this, la 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 la. Oh, it's too late now.
But that's to remind you that Wolverine does in fact exist. He does have his own franchise
yes,
in the
ignore
movie
because they stink.
universe.
Yes.
And we have some hot news, which is probably very old now that you're watching it, but it's hot our time. Some hot news on upcoming directors.
Yes, because Wolverine had a director. The second
Yes.
Wolverine had a director, Darren Aronofsky.
Second Wolverine
who won
movie.
an Oscar and decided that I don't need to be doing this Wolverine stuff anymore. And so now the studio says, well,
Called on account of Oscar.
we can find another director, and they have a potential list of 8 of them now. 8, count them 8.
Where's that big book of directors? Here we go. What about him?
Let me read to you from the list of potential
They're all
directors.
going to get to direct it.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
No,
We're
there's
supposed to
no
like
fourth
know
wall
this.
here. No, we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. All right, here's
That's
your
the
list.
truest thing that's ever been said on
Here's,
this.
here's the list.
How many? Wait a minute. Before you get to the list, how
Yeah,
many are there altogether?
There's 8, which I mentioned a moment ago. Thanks
Okay.
for paying
Well,
attention.
welcome to my world.
Thanks for paying attention.
So cinch yourselves
Did I-
up.
did I
Have a
mention-
seat because we got 8 directors' names coming
Did I
up.
mention there's 8 of them?
Are there 8?
There's 8.
I thought there was 7 plus 1.
there's-
Is there
there's-
8?
there's
I thought
8.
there was 1 less than 9.
There's
Which ear should we seal left so stuff doesn't fall out of his head?
this many. All right, let's start the list, guys. It's Doug Lyman is on
Who?
the top of the list, who did the Bourne Identity.
Identity?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, a Jason Bourne film. So,
Jason Bourne.
So figure he's
We're gonna
not
Bourne
he's
up
not going to be
Wolverine.
doing it.
Well, action director. Action director.
Yeah, but he's probably pricey.
Oh,
and
okay.
we all know about Marvel and priciness.
Well, this isn't Marvel.
Oh, that's true.
This is not Marvel. This is Marvel. This is not a Marvel film. This is what, Paramount?
Who makes
Who did
those?
the X-Men thing?
The 20th Century Fox.
20th. This is a 20th Century Fox film. Marvel does not hit. Marvel / Disney does not have the rights back for
They don't have the
Wolverine.
right to their main
That's true.
characters.
Fox has deeper pockets.
Yes.
All right, Doug Lyman, Bourne Identity. Antoine Fuqua. If you
Fuqua.
say that name a certain amount of ways,
Fuqua.
comes out kind of funny.
Man on Fire.
He did Training Day. So Training Day, another sort of action-y.
Man on Fire 2 or no?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington?
Yeah, Denzel Washington. Mark Romanek, who made Never Let Me Go, which was a quiet little horror type of
he's
film.
out.
Yeah, he's out of it.
Wolverine Noir.
Justin Lin, who gave us Fast 5, this year's big Oscar contender.
There you go. There you go. Action film. Wolverine.
film.
They'll do it
Wolverine
for
is not. Wolverine is not going to be sitting around contemplating.
He's going to be driving. He's going to be driving a lot.
yeah. Get in the car.
Snick it, get in the
They'll
car.
do it for a ham sandwich.
Wolverine will not be sitting around talking throughout this movie. I can guarantee you that.
With cheese?
Gavin O'Connor, who made Pride and Glory, which is a movie nobody saw, so he's nice and cheap.
Okay.
James Mangold, who gave us Knight and Day,
Knight
which was Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. The movie
Nobody went to go see that.
that.
It wasn't as bad as everybody said.
well-
it wasn't great, but it wasn't as terrible.
Yeah, but
But it committed the sin of bombing at the box office
That's-
and costing a ton of money.
yeah, it's costing a ton of money because of 2 huge stars whose stars have fallen since.
No, I bet you it made the money overseas.
that cost a lot of money
Bet
to
you
get
got
them
money
in the
back
movie.
overseas.
I bet you anybody connected with that movie isn't going to be charging nearly what he was before that movie was made.
And Jose Padilla, who made a movie called
But he is a ball player.
Yeah,
He's a jockey.
he made Elite Squad, which I'm not aware of in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
And a commercial director, Gary Shore. Now, my guess is the commercial director will get this job.
Put your money on Gary Shore.
That's my educated guess, comic book man.
Put your money on Gary Shore.
Yeah, put your money on Gary
So
Shore.
what commercials has he done?
I don't know. Probably
Good ones.
A leave.
Yeah.
Which you'll need when you watch the Wolverine movie.
No. He's done the Cialis commercials. Here, give me your hand. We'll sit in the bathtub together. You
no,
get your tub, I'll get my tub. We'll hold hands.
You did those commercials about that little blue pill.
Oh,
Maybe that. I don't know.
God.
But there's your list of 8, your contenders for Wolverine, and God knows they could only go uphill from that first Wolverine movie because that thing was miserable.
You didn't like it?
It's
Oh,
garbage.
I thought you loved it. I thought you loved it.
Garbage.
Oh, man.
Now that being said, kids, X-Men First Class. Look for my review whenever the website does
Go.
come back up.
It's up.
What?
4 hours ago, actually. 4 hours ago.
Newsflash.
Oh my God! So shut up. So soon.
X-Men First
Well, I mean,
Class,
it's up with
which
your
I'll
reviews.
give you a little hint. It's a big hit. For me, it's the best of the X-Men movies. Bar none.
That's saying a lot from him because
Yeah.
he's pretty tough. He's pretty tough.
On X-Men movies, I am. Where are we going here?
More Marvel news. Avengers rumors.
Yes,
Avengers rumors.
Yes. We all know that Loki is the heavy in the film.
Well, if you stuck around for the end of the Thor movie,
You know that about, and then we also know that with the Cosmic Cube being involved, there was some talk about.
If
the
you
Skrull-
stuck around for the end of the Thor movie.
that the Skrulls, that Loki kind of shepherds in the Skrulls, and that Hulk is sort of the bad guy in the film. Now there's another rumor going around is that Thanos also plays a part.
Oh, this thing seems way overcomplicated.
Oh, it's going to be top heavy, kids.
Is the kitchen sink in it too?
Well, the reason that the Thanos has come up in this is because somebody spotted the Infinity Gauntlet in Thor. It is in the room of weapons that.
Oh yeah. In the scene in the weapons in Odin's weapon room,
Yep.
that we do the tracking shot going across, where it shows all that stuff.
Yes.
There's a reason that shot is in there, showing you all that stuff, because all that stuff is like something.
It's called foreshadowing.
Yeah.
You see Silver Surfer's underpants?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Were they silver?
They were on the floor.
Polka dot
Yes, you
silver.
were. Yes, it had
So,
go-
yeah, fair.
yes, they have a gold taint up the back of
In,
them.
in an already top-heavy movie of characters and situations, it just got even more top.
Okay, we're going to take a brief turn into Indie World, and we're going to talk a little bit about Oblivion, Radical Comics
from
Oblivion.
Radical Comics. Tom Cruise has just attached himself to this
Okay.
comic book, man. It's a $100 million adaptation.
The same Tom Cruise you just talked about with Night and Day?
Yes,
Oh,
that,
okay,
that very
okay.
same Tom
The one that
Cruise.
tanked?
The
Okay.
one that has a Mission Impossible movie coming out very soon. Yeah.
But he's that star.
Yes. Well,
Old boy from,
he's in
Hurt
it,
Locker.
but he's in it.
He's the executive producer. on it,
To be
isn't he?
yes, he's executive producer. And is J.J. Abrams directing that thing again?
That I don't know. I couldn't tell.
No,
You're
I
the
don't
media
think he
guy.
is.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. Why do they even call those movies Mission
A
Impossible?
dangerous combination.
But
Because they use the theme music at the beginning. Why not?
yeah, but he never
Back on track to Radicals.
Yes,
Oblivion,
Radicals
with,
Oblivion.
with Tom Cruise. It's going to be directed by Joseph Kosinski. Yeah, that's what I said when I read that name as well. $100 million adaptation coming soon. So Radical gets a comic book movie adaptation.
Well, good for Radical. And now we're going to bring it home with a bunch of DC news, because this is
Yeah, we got-
still comic book news.
Yes.
First up, we're going to talk about DC's The Mighty. The Mighty was a miniseries that DC ran off about 2 years ago now. It ran about 12 issues. Didn't sell worth a damn, but got really good reviews. People liked it. That is going to come to Paramount?
Paramount Pictures.
Paramount's making that, and it's coming to a theater near you sometime soon, but it is technically not going to be a DC movie.
No, it won't be made by Warner Brothers. A lot of you are saying, why is Paramount making a DC product when Warner Brothers owns DC Comics?
And there's only one reason for that.
It is rights controlled by the creators of The Mighty, Keith Champagne
Champagne.
and Peter Tomasi.
Okay.
They own the rights to it. There's a few products or a few titles under DC's moniker that are owned by their creators.
Well, a
which
lot of
means
it
they're free to
well,
shop them around.
A lot of it would be the Vertigo stuff, I would assume.
I would think so as
assume.
well.
And some Wildstorm stuff.
So you think they took it to DC first and they passed?
Probably, or DC has right now.
Warner's
Rather.
DC doesn't make
I think
movies.
Warner's is more interested in their top tier right now, more than anything else. I don't think they're willing to dip down too far at this stage of the game, and I don't think they see the Mighty as being exactly the blockbuster
Yeah,
status.
famous last words.
Yeah, exactly. You never know about
No,
these
you
things,
never
but it's coming out from Paramount.
Coming from DC though,
Yes.
we're talking about reaching down for a character. This isn't that deep of a reach, but it's someone you wouldn't have thought of as having a movie, and that would be Hawkman.
That would be Hawkman. And you know what I
The
always
Savage Hawkman, right?
Well-
Savage Hawkman.
well supposedly
In
from
the
what-
comic, it's coming. He's savage now.
Well, not in the movie because Warner's has
Will he be fat eating baby roots?
Well, Warner's has indicated this will not be the alien Hawkman, which I always thought, what was that, Hawk World? Remember that
Yeah,
story?
Hawkworld.
I thought that would have made a fabulous film, but
Yeah.
not to be. This is going to be most likely Carter Hall, the archaeologist.
Oh, Egyptian thing.
Yes.
Okay.
and a lot of the supernatural stuff will be sort of waylaid. This is by way of this is how Warner's is sort of insinuating this.
Well, the way they've got it set up now, he's reincarnated.
Yeah,
you know.
but I think a lot of that is going to just sort of be sidestepped because the way that Warner's is insinuating that this film will be part Indiana Jones, part Da Vinci Code.
With a guy in a costume.
With a guy in a costume who
with
flies,
big wings
with
on his
big
big. Okay.
If Indiana Jones had wings, basically.
Who poops on statues?
Yeah,
poops on
exactly. He's like a
statues.
big pigeon.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's the tactic you want to take with this stuff, but we'll see how.
Any names attached to it?
No, nothing yet. This is in development. They've hired a couple of screenwriters to take a shot, as they say.
Take a whack.
And our last story up involves the biggest movie of the summer.
Maybe.
That would be Green Lantern.
Maybe.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
What's up with Green Lantern? It's
Green
coming.
Lantern.
Our time. It's coming soon.
Green Lantern, which has moved up, every trailer that's come out has moved it up on the rung as far as I'm concerned, on the ladder of looking better and better.
You know, I've bitched in the past about not seeing enough about Green Lantern. Well, at the time we're doing this, there's a lot of stuff coming out about Green Lantern. I'm seeing billboards everywhere.
Yeah, they're really pushing it hard. Well, it hasn't even come out yet, and director Martin Campbell says that if the inevitable sequel happens, he will not direct it.
Oh, he's not signed for a 3-picture deal?
I think he wants to move on to other projects at this point.
I assume he's not signed for a 3-picture deal?
I guess not, which begs the question, who would come in to do the inevitable sequel? Too early to tell, but if this film is as good as that trailer looks, I can't imagine Warner Brothers not coming to Martin Campbell at some point and saying,
Come on.
yeah,
Come on.
here's a couple of more bucks.
Yeah.
Would you like to hang around?
Well, maybe he's just holding out for money, too. I mean, he could be saying that to hold out for money.
Could be, or he's...
I mean, it could be everybody's seen this thing and everybody realizes, hey, this really is good.
Yeah.
You know, and this guy's positioning himself. Well, you know, I've said all I can say with it.
Could be, or else he's got something else in mind that he would rather do.
Of course, it could also be a Jon Favreau thing where you'd probably be better off with him not doing a second film.
Yeah.
Because Jon Favreau said about everything he had to say in that first one. And didn't have anything for that second.
Nothing left. Running on fumes in the second part.
Okay.
But that's it.
And that's it. We're done with Finished. We're out of here. We've got no more media news, but you can go to the store's website and check out all the media news as we've done before, along with his reviews and Bo's news. And where's the store's website at?
Sarah knows.
www.myalternatereality.com. It's the last website you'll ever need. How sad.
So go to the store's website and check out all of his reviews and Bo's news. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is good old JR.
You betcha it is.
And we're saying...
Bye!
Good night, David.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.